Hello and welcome. Today we are going to rate all Barcelona players and coaches' season performance, from the best player to the worst performer, from most surprising player to most disappointing player. We'll talk about all. So let's start. The first comes Joan Garcia. After Ter Stegen's 2014-2015 season performance, almost after 10 years, we found actually one goalkeeper who performed better than that. Probably 6 times he was man of the match in La Liga. There a little disappointment, I will say, if he didn't concede the first goal in the Copa del Rey semi-final first leg. I thought we would have been gone through. Except that match, he was phenomenal throughout the season. So for him, it's 8.5 rating out of 10. So next comes Wojciech Szczesny. There is not that much talk about him. So he had a decent season when he got the chances. He didn't get so many chances. Szczesny is 6. So next comes Joao Cancelo. For me, Cancelo really had a decent season. He only played here 5 months probably. So in those 5 months, he really outperformed Alejandro Balde, and he got chance as a starter and he proved himself offensively. Also, he did good defensively, I'll have to say. I rate him 7.5 out of 10. So next comes Alejandro Balde. So I'm really disappointed on him. His performance dropped significantly than the last season. Last season, he really scored some amazing goals. Also, he assisted delivering some good crosses in the final third. But this season, he really disappointed me in every sector. Also, he got himself dropped from his starting 11. So, for me, he got 5 out of 10. Next comes Ronald Araujo. This is another disappointment, I must have to say. In my opinion, he should have been sold last season. But we couldn't sell him. Also, this season, he couldn't perform in the big stages like if I remember Champions League match against Chelsea, he got the red card and he left us 10 men down at that match. Also after that, he left for Israel on vacation. So I also personally didn't like that. You are getting paid and you are going to the vacation when your teammates are fighting for your team. I couldn't accept that. After coming from there, I didn't think that he performed that great. 5.5 out of 10. So next comes Pau Cubarsí. For me, he really had a decent season. He is just 19. He has a lot of things to improve. He is improving and he almost played throughout the whole season. For me, Pau Cubarsí really had an exceptional season. 8 out of 10. Next comes Gerard Martin. So Gerard Martin is the player who's surprising me most. From the left back, he adapted himself as a left center back. As far I remember, only we lost one match when he started for us as a center back this season. So he is really solid. He is improving day by day and we never thought that he will play as a center back, especially as a left center back throughout the whole season and he will perform like this. 8.5 out of 10. Next comes Jules Koundé. So Koundé really had the season of his life last season. So this season his performance dropped significantly on my opinion. Whenever he gets the ball, there is a feeling on my mind that he can lose the ball anytime. With the ball, he is really sloppy and his defensive work rate has also dropped a lot than the last season. So 6.5 out of 10 is fair for him. Next comes Eric Garcia. We couldn't expect more than that from him, whatever he performed. He played in different positions as a center back, as a right back, as a defensive midfielder. Whenever and wherever Hansi Flick needed him, he's there. He's the most versatile player of our squad and also he scored some crucial goals. So he will also get 8 out of 10 for me. So next comes Pablo Gavi. So there is not that much to talk about Pablo Gavi. Most of the time of this season he was injured. Whenever he got time, first few matches after coming from injury, he really struggled and he finished so far strongly. He really had a great El Clasico. So he will shine. Next comes Pedri. So Pedri is the guy in his worst season who can outperform many midfielders. And this is one of his decent seasons. Only disappointment for Pedri, I will say, the second leg against Atletico Madrid, he really didn't play good at that match. And he could have made the difference if he really played as he is. So rather than that, he mostly had great performances throughout the whole season. So for me, 8 out of 10. Then comes Fermin Lopez. Fermin really had a great season, I must have to say. because he got probably 16 or 17 goals and 12 assists. A midfielder having this much of a statistics, I cannot deny that he has a really great season. But there are some matches where I felt like he is off. He couldn't perform. Without his goals and assists, he could have contributed more in those matches. 7.5 out of 10. Dani Olmo. Olmo really had a great season except the first leg of Copa del Rey semi-final against Atletico Madrid. He had scored some brilliant goals, some good assists. So for me, he will get 7.5 out of 10. Here comes our star boy, Lamine Yamal. For me, Lamine Yamal had a season of a generation, especially at the age of 18. I am probably the biggest Lionel Messi fan in the world. I watched Lionel Messi play at the age of 18. Now I am watching Lamine Yamal play. I will have to admit that Lamine Yamal's 18 years old performance is better than Lionel Messi's 18 years old performance. The responsibility he took on his own shoulder, the amount of matches he had decided by his own performances, this is exceptional. This is more than greatness at the age of 18. There are a lot of matches for Barcelona this season. If Lamine didn't perform, we couldn't go through. For me, he will get 9 out of 10. Next comes Rafinha. There are a lot of times in this season he was injured. But still, whenever he got chances, he got some goals, some good assists. Also, his defensive work rate we will have to talk about. He is everywhere. He is the leader. He takes responsibility also on his own shoulder. Whenever he wears that jersey, he tries his best. We really need those kind of players more in our team. So 7.5 out of 10. Robert Lewandowski. So at the age of 38, we couldn't expect better than that. He could have done better. He could have done worse. 6.5 out of 10. Ferran Torres. So there are a lot of ups and downs in performance this season for Ferran Torres. There is some stage of the season I thought he would probably go to top 10 in the Ballon d'Or. And there are some part of the season later, I thought he will probably not finish himself in 5,000 in the race of Ballon d'Or. And in last few matches, he really got some goals. He also got goal in UEFA Champions League semi-final against Atletico Madrid, but we couldn't go through, unfortunately. Also in the El Clasico, he scored a good goal. For me, 7 out of 10. So next comes Marcus Rashford. I really like Marcus Rashford, who has some speed, who has some quick skills, who can beat defenders 1v1 most of the times, who can shoot by both feet, who can score bangers in free kick. So there are some performance dropped in big stages against Atletico Madrid, both in Copa del Rey and UEFA Champions League. I really expected more from him. He couldn't deliver. But having double digit of goals and assists, had a great season. 7.5 out of 10. Next comes Tuni Bardaji. So he didn't get that much chances this season because Lamine Yamal played most of the games and most of the times. But whenever he got chances, I expected little bit more from him. I think most of the Barcelona fans expected little better performances from him, which he couldn't deliver. 6 out of 10. During that time, I mistakenly missed 3 of our players' rating, and here are their ratings. Lastly, our coach, Hansi Flick. Hansi Flick is the guy who is the father of the team, who is the caretaker, who is the guardian of this team. He is not only the coach, not only the manager. For me, he is everything for this team. Without him, we could have been gone trophyless in these 2 seasons. After Pep Guardiola, Hansi Flick is the guy who really parented these players more than any other coaches could do. These 5 trophies are not just for the on-field performance. These 5 trophies are for the chemistry between the players and the coach, the love and respect the players have for this coach. These 5 trophies are the result of those. He will get 9.5 out of 10 for me. And now, most surprising player of the season, and that will be Gerard Martin. Most disappointing player of this season, Alejandro Balde. Best player of the season, Lamine Yamal, no doubt. Worst performer of this season, Balde and Araujo. These are the Barcelona players' ratings for me this season so far. If you agree with me, don't forget to like, share, comment. If you don't agree, please let me know in the comment section. That's all for now. See you later. Goodbye. Take care.